welcome back to my channel. Susan here, and I have a bit of a gardening update for you today. If you recall, last year I did a perennial garden series where I followed the growth of my perennial plants that I planted in the gardens and the beds. Well, this year, here's the update. These are growing fabulous. This actual bush struggled a bit last year, so it's a bit smaller, but this one didn't, and it's a bit bigger. I will put the name of the plants in the video or in the video description as I can do it. But this has expanded a lot for ground cover. Pretty yellow flowers. The hosta is growing like great guns, like hostas do. I may have to transplant a little bit of this to another bed, which I may do yet. Whatever this is, I got it from the farmer's market in a pot that it really shouldn't have been in it, but I got it as a bonus, so I don't know what kind of flower that is, but it's done its biggest bloom so far. Anyway, that's my garden box with all my tools and things in it, my kneeler pad. This year, I'm not going to be growing vegetables. I've decided to take a year off of that, and instead I'm putting in a second perennial bed where the garden for the vegetables used to be. So this whole area right here, I'm going to dig up and develop into a garden where I'm going to plant perennial flowers and bushes. And I have all the stuff I need to do that right now. I have just today turned the outside water back on and gotten out my 50-foot hose that I got at Canadian Tire. Not impressed with this hose, by the way. That'll be another review video. Should have nicknamed it Kinks Almighty. It is so frustrating, this thing. Anyway, this year's project, I have 4 20-liter bags of topsoil. I have 6 20-liter bags of triple blend. Great value brand. It's Walmart stuff. But it contains peat moss, composted manure, and humus. So that's a good growth medium for flowers, and that's what I'm planting. To finish it off, I also purchased 52 56-liter bags of normal natural cedar mulch by Expert Gardener. Just to dress up the surface a bit, help prevent a bit of weeds, keep moisture in, etc. So, let me introduce you to the plants I'm going to be putting in this year. This is Phlox Pan Mini Pearl variety. It's sun and full and part shade, 7 to 9 inch blooms. 50 centimeters tall. I plant them 30 centimeters apart, and it's hardy to zone 4. So that's a bunch of white. I have Echinacea Prima Donna Deep Rose, sun and part shade, which is perfect for this bed we're doing. 7 to 9 inch blooms, so comparable size. It's hardy to zone 3, and it goes 75 centimeters tall. So this is taller than the Phlox Pan, which is good. This is going to be a boost of color up the wall, and then it's going to be white underneath it. It's going to be nice. I have 2 of these Echinacea plants, and only one of the Pan Phlox. I have 1 Rose Mallow Honeymoon Deep Red Hibiscus. Okay. Full sun. Spring, summer, and fall. It apparently attracts butterflies, so yay. Blooms midsummer to early fall. Plant in full sun. Perfect for this garden bed. Grows 24 to 32 inches in height. Spaced 20 to 24 apart. Grows well at water's edge or in bog garden. It does well with consistent soil moisture. So that's the, what did they say? Honeymoon deep red. Honeymoon deep red. And I got two of the same kind of plant, only Luna white. So I got two white and a red. I got two of the echinaceas, and I got one of the phlox pan mini pearl. Now I am going to make this bed so that I can go back and buy more plants if I need to fill it out properly. But I'm going to stop the video just for sake of time, and I'm going to prepare this bed, and then I'll come back and show you the placement of the flowers and what my vision is for this garden. Stay tuned, instant for you. Okay guys, we're back. I've prepared the garden bed. Totally took off the top layer, all the weeds and the grass clumps and things that you get overgrown in the winter, and prepared the bed base. Then I've used 4 bags of the mix, the triple mix, and I've used 2 bags of the topsoil in preparing this and mixed it in thoroughly. And I've placed the plants pretty much where they're going to be. As you can see, I've got white, red, white over here, same variety. And I have the echinacea, then the phlox, the mini pearl phlox, and then another echinacea. Now this is the spacing required on the tag to grow them properly. The white mini pearl phlox is going to be shorter, but the echinacea is going to come up and give us really beautiful blooms on the sides. And as you can see, I have lots of garden bed left. I think I'm going to put in some really nice big colorful annuals and change them out every year until I decide what another perennial I'm going to put in there instead. One of the annual turnovers will turn into a perennial. But this is the base of a perennial garden, and they will continue to grow year after year, and I can build on it. Now, what I'm going to do also is take this white lattice and change it out for a nicer border that will help stop the grass from intruding on the gardens. And I'm going to make that one match this one. So when I decide on a border, I'll do an update video for you and let you know what that looks like. But the bed dimensions are, well, 3 feet out from the wall. And then I'm thinking that's more like 6 or 7 feet, maybe 8. I didn't measure this length part, and it kind of ends in a weird shape because of the contours of the house. But I think this is going to look just great. So next step on the film is having them planted and have the mulch around them so that you can see what they're going to look like planted. Stay tuned. Again, instant for you. A lot of work for me. Okay, just measured. This bed is 3 feet deep from the wall out, and the length is 10 feet all along. This bed over here is 2 feet deep out from the wall and 7 feet long. So I thought I'd record that before I forgot, because I didn't write it down. Be right back. Okay guys, here we go. This is the final result. Afternoon of hard work at 27 degrees Celsius. Yeah, but it's so worth it. Look at this. I planted them into the ground. I watered them thoroughly, laid down the natural cedar mulch, watered it again. This mulch will help prevent weeds from breaking through. It'll also retain the moisture in the ground, so when I water it, it'll hold it in there, which is good for the plants, especially in the summer. And as you can see, I have a ton more room to plant some really, really bright, big flower annuals all across the front here. I've got a big area in here, and I've got a few spots still over here where I can plant flowers of colors that are going to go well with the white and the red and the pink. As I said, annuals, and then if I decide next year, I could find some other perennials, or I could plant annuals again and switch out the colors or whatever I want to do. And I have added the butterfly stone that I got from my best friend out west. It is always part of my garden, so it comes out again, and I have a good memory of her. So anyway, that is the perennial garden put in, and when I add annuals to it, I will be sure to do a video and update you and show you what it looks like then. And no worries about the mulch. All I do is brush it aside, plant my annual, and put it back around it. I still have a full bag of mulch. I have 2 bags of topsoil and 1 more of the mix. So I still have lots of gardening stuff to do. And thanks for watching. And if you want to follow this along, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell, and then you won't miss any videos that I upload. And I thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.